Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. I'm Kristi and this morning we're visiting with Kristin Hildabrand, Warren County Horticulture Agent. Good morning, Kristin.
Good morning, Kristi.
Well, it looks like you have something interesting for us today, so tell us what that is.
Yes, so this is the real dill, and we are actually talking about the herb that's called dill. And so this is really one of my favorites, and it's kind of grown on me through the years because whenever I first started gardening, I feel like herbs are a great way to start. And so this is an interesting herb that you can grow in your garden, and it's really versatile. So you can grow it for, harvesting of the leaves that we have right here. And the leaves, depending on the variety that you have, can be dark green, even to a bluish green. And then you can even harvest the stems that are there, as well as the actual seeds or even the flowers that actually will have the seeds afterwards. So generally we have that umbel shape about midsummer, and so that's what the actual flower blooms look like, which umbels typically mean, I like to look at it like an upside down umbrella. So if you think about your umbrellas like this, well, the umbel shape for the dill is really kind of an upside down look. So you'll get that real pollen-y look, and then, eventually after the pollen grains go away, then you're gonna have seed.
And you have an example cut off for us right here, is that right?
Yes, yeah, so that kind of gives you a close-up of what the actual bloom looks like. And so the seeds will be a little bit more of a pungent flavor. And so the foliage really is more mild, more delicate. And so it really, the leaves are really good for adding to a lot of cold dishes, so you don't have to add it. You can add it a little bit longer because those flavors will actually come out a little bit easier. And if you've got warmer dishes at home, then you can add it a little bit later in the cooking process, so that way you don't lose any of that flavor.
Now, Kristin, if someone at home is watching, what harvesting tips do you have for them?
Yes, so this is an aromatic herb, so it has essential oils in it, or aromatic hydrocarbons that produce the essential oils. So you want to harvest early in the morning, and so you can take a sharp pair of scissors or pruners like I've got on the Farm and Home set this morning, and that's really good to make sure that they're nice and sharp. And so I basically cut them off at the stem, so that's a really good harvesting tip. And again, if you're harvesting for the leaves, you can harvest them at any point in time and use that for your cooking dishes. Or if you're wanting to do the actual seeds, the way to do that is you want to cut off the flower head like that, and then you're going to put it into a brown paper sack. Usually you want to do it about 2 to 3 weeks after it flowers. Add it to your brown paper sack, then add it into like a cool, well ventilated area and let it dry, so that way it keeps all the actual, dirt and things like that, and then that way you've got your seed left behind. And if you even want to poke some holes in your brown paper sack, you can do that as well to give you a little bit more air.
It sounds really simple, Kristin, and dill is such a favorite in so many of our dishes. And you and I, we were talking earlier about how it pairs really well with certain things.
Yes, it pairs really well with a lot of different vegetables. I think people are well versed with the dill pickles, but it pairs well with cucumbers, eggs, potatoes, even other meats like fish, really well with salmon, chicken. So this one is really good with a lot of different vegetable and meat dishes.
It's just almost refreshing in its own way.
Yeah, it really works great in dips and sauces and even some breads. It works really well for that too.
Well, you're kind of making me hungry today, Kristin.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for being here, Kristin. I think that if someone maybe is watching and they haven't harvested dill this year, maybe they'll be encouraged to next year. Well, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions on harvesting dill, contact your local extension office. If you need some recipe ideas, we have so many here, don't we, Kristin?
We do. There's a really good creamy cucumber chicken salad that's really good, and we might be having a green bean and dill recipe coming later.
Alrighty, well, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope you have a great day.